Good day, everyone. My name is Mark Aldrin D. Bartolome, and today I'm going to show you how to configure your DHCP server. So first, you want to start out here on your Windows server. Go to the server manager, which is this icon right here. Go to Add Roles, and let's go next. And you want to find DHCP server. Right click that, and we're going to use this next. This is our server. Let's remember it. Let's write it down so we can remember it for later use, which is 9.2.68.1.10. So this is our server address. We are not going to change anything here, and we are going to later add the scope, so we're not going to change anything here. We are not. We're just going to click next, and next. You want to click use the current credentials. So let's click on next, and this is our confirmation. Remember this, our DNS server is 72 or 172.0.0.1. So we're just going to use that so we can remember our um, our server for later when we are going to configure. So let's also put in our domain, which is uh, itos. There we go. So let's click on install. Let's wait for it to install. So while waiting, I'm going to prepare my data. Save it. So when you have this error, it means that the server has some error. So we're going to research that error for a minute. I'm going to pause the video. So I'm back. So let's now add our scopes. So first you're going to click on the IPVCN, and you want to click new scope. This is the scope wizard. We're just going to click next. And for this video, we are going to use um, S2A. So let's just go S2A, voice. Let's click on next, and we are going to have our start IP. Our start IP is going to be 10. Let me double check so I can be sure. 10 dash 0 dash 0 dash 0. And for our end address, it's going to be the last sec the number of voice. So we are going to put uh, 27, 25. So we're going to put 25. The length is 8. Let's double check if we got it right. Yes, the length is 8. Subnet mask. Correct. Let's go to next. Ah, we can't have 0, so let's put 1. Let's put 6. Let's try this one. So there we go. We could add exclusion, so we are going to um, add the exclusion range, which is 10.0.0.1, which is first one, and we are going to um, the first and the last. So we are going to just add this one, and we are going to add another, which is 10.0 um, 0.25. So let's try that. So we now have two exclusion. We're going to set the time for 26 uh 16 hours. There we go. These hours are not correct. There we go, 16 hours. Let's click on next. Next. So what is our IP address? So our IP address that we're going to use is what we saved earlier. So 92.68. Let's try if it's work. If it works. And our DSN server name, which is going to be S2A voice. Let's click on next. Win server. We click next here. So we aren't going to activate anything much here. We go next. Oh yeah, we can add here the 8 set that, and the server name, which is going to be S2A voice. So let's try if it works. There we go. We have now a new scope. Street C. There we go. Our first scope, which is the S2A voice. Let's add another one, new scope. And for this one, we are going to go S2A girls. Let's start the IP address, which is 16.0.0.1 and 16.0.0.17. You can change the length to 16, which is this one. Add our exclusion, which is 16.0.0.1, and another one, which is 16.0.0.17. Is it 17? Yes, it is 17. Let's go next. For hours, we are going to double tap 16. Next. Add our IP, which is IP here. We are going to click add our server name, which is S2A girls, and do the same for here. S2A girls, which is going to be 8844. So let's click on next and next. And there we go. We now finally have our two examples of different scopes for our DHCP server. Thank you for listening and goodbye.